Now the next type of reaction that alkenes go through is known as the hydrohalogenation. Hydrohalogenation. In this case, a hydrogen halide like HCl or HBr, a hydrogen halide, HCl or HBr. Now, why do we call them hydrogen halides? Because there's a hydrogen and a halogen. So, hydrogen chloride or hydrogen bromide. So, in this case, a hydrogen halide adds to the alkene across the double bond. Okay, so general reaction is this, where a hydrogen halide, and I'm representing halogen with X. Okay, so you get alkane with one halogen, so you get a haloalkane. But what are the steps involved in this reaction? The first step in this reaction, so let's take an example of C double bond C H H H and H. So this is a simple alkene, ethene, right? So to this we're trying to add HBr. Okay, to this we're trying to add HBr. So the first step in this reaction is the pair of electrons in the double bond. So these pair of electrons. So this pair of electrons, right? This is a double bond. Okay, this pair of electrons react with the H plus of HBr. Okay, so from this HBr they react with the H plus. If you remember your acids and bases, HBr can dissociate. Remember your acids and bases, the H can be given out as H plus. Remember that? So this double bond reacts with the H plus of the HBr, and then this reaction, so when this happens, a carbocation is formed. Carbocation means a carbon with a positive charge. So what do we get here? We get H, C, H, H, C plus H and H. So now how did that happen? That happened because the electron pair from the double bond reacted with the H plus. So this H plus is this one right here. Okay, and then because of the movement of H plus, so the H plus moved into this compound right here. So what you're left over with? You're left over with a Br minus. This we learnt in acids and bases. So this is the first step. So what was the first step? The first step was the pair of electrons in the double bond reacts with the hydrogen atom from the HBr. This produces a carbocation. This is the carbocation. So an ion with a positive charge on carbon atom is a carbocation. So a carbocation is formed. This was the first step. Now what is the second step? The pair of electrons from the bromide ion, so Br minus, right? It reacts with the carbocation. So what happens here? So H, C, H, H, C, H and H. So this is what we had, the carbocation, and this was the important part. the carbocation, so I'm going to write it a little more explicitly. So the positive is on this carbon right here. Okay. Now what happens is that the electron in the Br minus, okay, so now originally bromine has 7 electrons, right? So now because of Br minus, this will have 8 electrons. Okay, this is a Br minus and that reacts with this plus. So what do you get? So that means this Br is reacting with this plus. So what do you get? H, C, H, H, C, H, Br and H. So this is the second step to form the alkyl halide.